The way you spend your money is one of the most powerful tools you have to create the life that you want. However little or however much you earn, the direction in which you put your financial energy can have a major impact. In this video, I want to encourage you to focus your money on 4 areas of your life that will pay dividends. These investments will be both pleasurable and beneficial to you, creating the balance of responsibility and leisure that every gentleman deserves. The last one might be a bit controversial, but I trust that you'll hear me out and understand my reasons for including it. So let's begin with the first way a gentleman spends his money. A gentleman knows that his mind is his most valuable asset. Therefore, expanding his mind with both practical and theoretical knowledge is one of his favorite ways to spend his money. This can be through college, seminars and courses, or just books. If you're a young guy, you might be considering right now whether college is worth it or not. And a lot of men on YouTube will encourage you not to take that path. For what it's worth, I'll give you my 2 cents on this. Did I need to go to college to have the skills that I use in my job and on this YouTube channel? No. But would I have come up with the idea and had the confidence in my own abilities if I had not gone to college and majored in journalism? Also likely no. The question of whether college is worth it or not is one you'll have to figure out for yourself. But remember this: whether he is a graduate of Cambridge or a high school dropout, a gentleman never stops educating himself. Educating yourself does not have to cost money. There are many fantastic resources available online for free. But unlike most people, a gentleman is not afraid to invest himself and his education when he sees the right opportunity. And he knows it will always pay dividends, either in the form of new income-generating skills or fulfilling intellectual enlightenment. Because the purpose of education is not always to teach you how to make money, but also to make you a better and more interesting person. The next way a gentleman spends his money is on genuinely fulfilling experiences. The truth is, most people spend a lot of money throughout their life on leisure and relaxation activities that aren't particularly special or fulfilling. They subscribe to every streaming service. They lease cars they're not excited to drive. They dine at chain restaurants. But a gentleman takes the quality over quantity approach to life. That means he would rather save up and take one incredible vacation of adventure at a place he's always wanted to go, than compromise and have a mediocre vacation just for the sake of having some time off. The gentleman would rather dine out at one fine restaurant a month, where the food, service and atmosphere will be an experience, than eat out at Olive Garden every week. What looks like a fulfilling experience to you will totally depend on your preferences, but I encourage you to be very selective and discerning with how you spend your money on leisure activities. Just in the same way that I encourage you to buy fewer clothes of high quality. You can apply this philosophy to all discretionary purchases in life. And it's important to note that a gentleman does not feel guilty about spending his money on pleasures. Online, there is such a huge emphasis among some communities on saving as much as possible, living in frugality so you can retire early. But a gentleman knows that balance is key to a well-lived life. And the lifestyle that he wants to live, the things that he wants to experience, serve as motivation for him to work hard. So not only does a gentleman like to indulge in genuinely fulfilling experiences, he also likes to invest in certain products that will bring a great deal of value to his life. A lot of guys will tell you that the #1 clothing item a man must own is a tailored suit. And while I agree with this for many people, I do have a word of caution for the younger gentleman. If you're in your teens or early 20s, it's likely that your body is still changing and growing. So a tailored suit is not going to be a wise long-term investment for you. Instead, invest in things that you're going to be able to wear for the rest of your life. A great example of this is with a pair of high-quality leather dress shoes. Some of the most famous brands are Crockett & Jones, Church's, and Grenson. Yes, I am biased toward British brands. But these days, you don't need to shell out hundreds of dollars to get a pair of high-quality leather shoes that will last you years. Check out the brands Thursday Boots and Beckett Simonon. Their styles are a little over $200, but they are handmade in the USA using excellent construction and materials. Other examples of high-quality investment pieces could be a watch, a piece of art, or a collectible relating to your favorite passion. However, it's important to make sure that you can comfortably afford these things before committing to purchase. Otherwise, you risk overstretching yourself and adding financial stress to your life. But as you ascend rungs on the ladder of success, a gentleman is not afraid to reward himself with some luxuries. My final suggestion for how a gentleman spends his money might surprise you, but I think it's very important. And it's especially important for the man who is concerned with improving and making something of himself in this world. You see, a gentleman values his time on this planet, and he does not waste it on things that aren't fulfilling or rewarding. Therefore, he will pay to get his time back in the form of convenience. This could be having a meal prep service, having a cleaner come to his house, or making use of the dry cleaners. Time is a valuable asset to the gentleman who knows how to use it constructively. Maybe you want to focus more on your career or business. Perhaps you wish to spend more quality time with your girlfriend or your family. A gentleman sees paying for convenience as a way to buy back time that is more valuable to him, because a life spent grocery shopping, cleaning, and doing laundry is not a life well lived. Out of all of the categories in this video, perhaps this will strike you as the most luxurious. But something like a meal prep service, which I personally use, costs me about $400 a month more than going out to buy groceries and cooking for myself. Plus, I get to save around 20 hours a month of cooking time and the mental energy of planning my meals. That's the difference of making one extra YouTube video a week, which in my opinion is well worth it. So if you're at the point where you can afford conveniences like this, I think it can be very valuable. And it will make you value your own time even more, ensuring that you spend it wisely. Gentlemen, I hope you liked this video and you're enjoying this series on how a gentleman takes care of his money. I think I've identified some common themes in these financial decisions. First, a gentleman is discerning and intentional about how he spends his money. He does not like to waste it on things that do not offer him genuine value. But when he encounters the opportunity to exchange his money for something that is fulfilling or useful, he does not burden himself with guilt, even for those purchases that some might view as extravagant. Now I want to hear from you in the comments. What is the one purchase that you are the most glad you made in your life? For me, I am so glad that I decided to buy a plane ticket and move to the United States, because it's completely transformed my life in a positive way and already shown a significant return on investment, both in financial terms and my own life satisfaction. If you have not already, I highly encourage you to check out my video on ways that a gentleman never spends his money. From wasteful vices to major financial missteps, I discuss some of the worst mistakes men make with their resources. So I look forward to hearing from you in the comments about your best investment, and I will see you in the next one.